Today, I'm showcasing Spawn 4.0, one of the biggest and most detailed wildlife mods ever made for Minecraft. This mod adds unique creatures, brand new island biomes, foods, plants, blocks, mechanics, structures, and tons of immersive details that make Minecraft feel like a real ecosystem instead of just empty terrain. And unlike most mob mods, almost every creature here actually has unique AI and interactions. So let's go through everything this mod adds. Anglerfish spawn deep underwater near the ocean floor. They glow naturally, emit particles, and if you feed them shiny items, they'll give you night vision. But if they leave the water, they slowly deflate and die. You can also cook and eat them for temporary night vision effects. Tuna are large fish used mainly for farming and food. Instead of instantly spawning babies, they lay tuna eggs that later hatch. You can turn them into tuna chunks, sandwiches, and multiple cooked meals. Herring travel in giant schools through seagrass meadows and open oceans. Unlike vanilla fish, they actually move together realistically, making the oceans feel way more alive. Sunfish are giant, peaceful fish that float near the surface during the day and swim deeper underwater at night. They also grow through multiple life stages instead of instantly becoming adults. Seahorses come in tons of different colours and patterns. Sometimes baby drowned even ride them around underwater. Using pigment shifters, you can customize their appearance even more. Newer versions also added seahorse buckets. Barracudas are aggressive predatory fish found in tropical waters. They rapidly charge toward targets and make underwater exploration way more dangerous. Primal sharks are giant apex predators of the ocean. They patrol deeper waters and make the oceans feel genuinely threatening. Pilotfish also swim beside them realistically. Pilotfish spawn around sharks and swim beside them like real-life cleaner fish. Tiny detail, but insanely immersive. Blennies are tiny reef fish that hide near rocks and corals. They mostly exist to make reef ecosystems feel denser and more realistic. Bluefish are fast predatory fish that travel through oceans in groups. They add more movement and danger to open waters. Octopuses are probably the most advanced mobs in the entire mod. They can swim, crawl along surfaces, and spawn inside underwater structures called octopolis. But their mechanics are even crazier. You can transport them through octoducts, store them in containers, and even create locked chests connected to specific octopuses. There are also multiple biome variants. Clams generate across the ocean floor in tons of colours and variants. Some giant clams even create bubble effects underwater. You can crush them into clam meat and use shell fragments to craft special items like casting nets, pigment, shifters, clam launchers. Spider crabs roam deep oceans with terrifyingly long legs and creepy animations. Honestly, they look straight out of a horror game. Coastal crabs spawn near beaches and rocky shores. You can even carry them around in buckets now. Sea cows live inside seagrass meadow biomes. They slowly grow algae and seagrass on their backs, which you can shear off later. You can milk them, feed them, and when they search the ocean floor, they sometimes dig up treasure like armour trimmed, coral nautilus shells, gold wet sponges, pottery sherds. Some now naturally spawn with algae already growing on them. Seals are playful animals that can perform tricks and interact with players. Baby seals can even be picked up in buckets now. Barbards are aggressive spiky fish that patrol underwater areas and attack anything that gets too close. They're fast, dangerous, and make the oceans feel much less safe compared to vanilla Minecraft. What makes them really unique is their defensive spikes, which give them a much more threatening appearance than normal fish mobs. Marine iguanas are aquatic versions that swim around rocky shores and coastlines. They fit perfectly into the tropical island vibe of the mod. Fluke shrooms are strange, mushroom-like aquatic creatures. You can even carry them around in buckets now. Snails hide inside their shells when scared and leave slime trails behind them. Their slime and shells can also be used in crafting recipes and decorative blocks. Ants are honestly insane. They attack in colonies, gather resources, breed stronger offspring with inherited stats, and slowly transform nearby terrain into ant-related blocks like rotten wood and ant mounds. They basically create their own mini-civilization. Stick bugs camouflage themselves among plants and trees, making them surprisingly difficult to spot. They're mostly atmosphere creatures, but they make forests feel much more alive. Hamsters are tiny passive mobs that quickly run around forests and plains. Mostly adorable chaos. Iguanas slowly crawl around tropical islands, beaches, and warm biomes. They add tons of life to coastal environments. Boobies are tropical seabirds that fly around beaches and islands. The newer updates even fixed drowning issues. Dodos are goofy island birds that make tropical islands feel prehistoric and unique. Honestly, one of the most charming mobs in the mod. Firekeepers are mysterious, fire-themed creatures with a much more fantasy-like vibe compared to the normal wildlife mobs. They make volcanic and dangerous regions feel more magical and strange. Stranded are creepy humanoid creatures added in Spawn 4.0. They give some areas a darker survival horror atmosphere compared to the peaceful wildlife around them. Spawn 4.0 also adds around 6 new island biomes and structures, including seagrass meadows, rocky shores, coral reefs, ant gardens, octopolis structures, tropical islands. These biomes are filled with custom vegetation, wildlife, and atmosphere. The mod also adds tons of environmental details like palm trees, big sea, pickles, date, hedges, trimmed seagrass, algal sand, decorative shells, underwater plants, reef vegetation. These tiny details make the world feel incredibly alive. Spawn adds tons of decorative and functional blocks like rotten wood shell blocks, clam launchers, ant mounds, octoduct systems, decorative plants, aquarium-style decorations, foods and items. The mod also adds lots of foods and utility items including tuna sandwiches, clam chowder, raw, and cooked seafood, shell fragments, casting nets, pigment shifters, creature buckets, octopus containers, and many of these items actually connect directly to mob mechanics instead of just existing for decoration. Overall, Spawn 4.0 feels less like a normal creature mod and more like a complete ecosystem expansion for Minecraft. Almost every creature has unique AI, mechanics, animations, behaviours, items, and interactions with the world. So if you want one of the best wildlife mods ever made for Minecraft, Spawn 4.0 is absolutely worth checking out.